What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a new edition of the 16's podcast reaction section. As you can see by the title of the video, this is a very first for me. We are doing two reactions in one video. This is for, as you see by the title, for the final season of My Hero, which drops on Saturday. If you all have been around the channel long enough, you all know how much I fucking love My Hero. Got my whole little My Hero shelf, and then I don't even have, there's some more characters that I have as well, but they're like down to the side because I didn't have more room to put on the shelf. So those who all have been around, you all know my second favorite anime of all time is My Hero, right behind One Piece. Just everything about it, the characters, the story, the fights, the action, just it's a really well done. I'm pretty sure I said the character development through the show. Just everything about it, I've just loved it from the very first minute I started watching it. From season 1, started watching it when season 3 was airing. So got to watch the whole first season, got to watch the whole second season, the third season. I got all the way up to right when the Vanguard Action Squad of the League of Villains, right when they were about to start attacking and everything. So that was my first true cliffhanger, them leaving it off on that spot. And since then, I've been watching it every single week. It drops every Saturday. So absolutely love it. I've loved My Hero Academia Vigilantes, which we did get earlier this year. That's been really good. It's I want to say 5 years before the events of My Hero, so you get to see some of the pros do stuff. The pros in My Hero, you actually get to see them do stuff in Vigilante a little bit and whatnot. So it's really cool. I just love everything about the world, everything about the characters. We've gotten 4 great movies out of the series, 2 games. 3 games actually, because you got the battle, the arena game, kind of like Fortnite, and then you got the one that's coming out. So you got four games from it. You got 4 movies. The first 2 ones, Justice, the Free for All that's coming out, and then the Battle Royale that's already out. So 4 games, 4 movies. I really don't want it to end. I don't want to see it go, but all good things come to an end. Hopefully the creator is doing like a spin-off of like the future or a spin-off of the past, so you can see All Might and how he, became who he was and everything, because you do get to see bits and pieces, but you don't get the full story. So without further ado, man, we're going to jump into the official trailer 2, and then we're going to jump right into the Deku trailer, which just dropped today. We will talk about it at the end, and yeah, that's gonna be it, man. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get into this reaction. Bro. Oh, not the song! Young man, you too can become a hero. Season 3. Muscular. The end of season 3. Now it's your turn. Season 4 with Eri. Fight against Chisaki. What's this? That's season 5. Season 5. It's the very end of season 5. And this is 7. Oh my god, bro. Just a little highlight of all the fucking moments some of the big moments, the big important moments from the show. Just, bro, I'm so not ready for it to be over. Um, and then this is probably gonna be one of the shortest seasons since the first season as well. So we gotta deal we gotta deal with that too. It's only gonna be like 10 to 13 episodes. Just because there's not that much left to animate as far as like the chapters and everything, because we left off in the middle of the final battle against Deku and Shigaraki and All Might and All for One. So when we pick up, we're gonna have to pick up right there, because they were literally in the middle of the fight where they kind of paused and they had the where they were kind of talking to each other and whatnot. Not actually talking to each other, but they were talking to each other because they could sense each other inside of One for All. So just, man, just, oh man, I'm so not ready for this to end. I could really talk about this shit damn near all day. I can't talk about it as much as One Piece just because there's way more stuff in One Piece to talk about and everything, you know? But just because at this point there aren't really any more predictions and all that kind of stuff that I can actually make. You know, like if you all are tuned in when we were doing the podcast, I was talking about I forgot what season, what episode the podcast was on. We were talking about it, but how I was talking about the spy and everything, like it was still, that's still gonna come and play a, you know, play effect and everything. And I knew it was gonna be a student. I knew it wasn't gonna be a teacher, just because with it being a student, it adds so much more emotional impact, so much more emotional weight, which we finally got to see in season 7. I was able to call that too, predict actually who the mole was and everything, just based off some of the stuff that was said and done in earlier seasons. I kind of thought at the very first thought I had was Yamamoto, because she was rich and everything, and you know, I kind of figured maybe her parents were kind of like, you know, into some shady shit and everything. But as time went on, he was like, oh no, it's clearly not Yamamoto. So I ended up thinking one thing, what was it? It's real hard because I didn't plan on talking about this off the top of my head. But one, when they talked about the whole USJ thing and all that was going on there when they got attacked, and how he kept saying, you want to know where I was, blah blah blah, this and that. And then Sue finally asked him, and then he was like, it's a secret, you know what I mean? So stuff, little things like that had me kind of feeling a little weird towards Aoyama. The note and cheese he put outside on Deku's you know, outside of his room and everything. So just, we're finally here, man. We still have to have Aoyama Fat Gum go up against the poison dude, and I don't, because they did the hospital stuff. I'm trying to go off the top of my head to think, is there anything else that needs to be wrapped up? We gotta wrap up the stuff with Bakugo has to be, you know, brought back with everything that Ed Shot is doing and whatnot. All Might is fighting All for One. Could maybe some stuff happen inside the barrier, because we do know that there are still All for One supporters inside, you know, inside of the UA barrier. So we'll see if that has any more effect. But the real thing is really the big fight between Midori and Shigaraki, that finishing off, and then whatever is gonna happen between All Might and All for One. So I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited that it's finally here. I did my rewatch of all the seasons, season 1 through season 7. I did my movie rewatch, the 1st through the 4th. Done all of it. I'm all caught up. I'm kind of sad that I caught up so early, because I would have loved to have been watching like season 7 this week, and then the final episode, just watch that on Saturday, and then go into the new episode right after that. That's probably what I'm gonna do anyway. When I watch the episode, is go into the previous season's episode and then go forward. And it might not even be the whole episode, because, you know, the last episode of the season, I was kind of mad when it came out, because the whole previous episode, the penultimate episode, was all Toga and fucking Ochako. The next episode is like, you thinking, okay, they finished with that shit the last episode. We're going to get more into some other stuff. I didn't know what, but we get into more into some other stuff. spent the whole first half of the next episode with fucking Ochako and Toga. So I was kind of pissed by that. But you realize it's like not a season finale, a real finale, because the shit that's still going on that should still be in that season is still we still have to see it. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I really can't wait. You all can tell by how much I've talked and kind of gone on about it. Maybe if I have time, I'll be able to get a video day in where I can talk about maybe like my favorite moments from the big three. I might do that. I'll try and do that and get that because I got to write a list. So I'll either do top 3 moments or top 5. I'll probably do top 5 moments for the big three. That's most likely what I'll do. And I'll try and have that out for Friday, the day before. But you know, with work and everything, no guarantees. So it will definitely be out for you all on Saturday, but I'm going to try to have it out Friday evening, before the day of the show and everything. So I appreciate everybody for letting it run or watching it. If you did watch it, did like it, did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. Even if you didn't watch it, even if you just let it run, we appreciate that because that helps out the video and helps out the channel. Like I said, if you did watch it, did like it, did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more from the 1216 podcast, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to get notified anytime 12 drops something, anytime I might drop something, anytime we might drop something together or go live, hit that notification bell, select all, and I will see y'all in the next one.